Okay, we are back. Hey guys, I know I've been gone for a long time, and you can probably tell my voice is not what it used to be. It's getting better day by day. But yeah, I've noticed it's been 3 months since I made a video. I haven't been able to talk for about 2 months. My glasses are fogging up. For 2 months. I'm getting better every day, and today's the best day yet, and I feel things getting better.
Yeah.
But yeah, I couldn't talk for 2 months. It, you know,
Normally, between Thanksgiving and Christmas, we give ourselves a little time off. And we just didn't anticipate that this year, right before Christmas, Shawn got the flu. And then it just turned into.
yeah. Well, first it was really bad allergies.
Yes.
Like worse allergies than I've ever had. I've always had allergies my whole life, but this was like where I couldn't go do anything. My eyes were just weeping, and I had like a rash. And
Yeah.
just
Hives.
constantly sneezing. Got a air purifier that kind of helped. It turned into the flu somehow, and that was awful for I don't know how long that was. But like when I was starting to get better from the flu, of course I was sleeping in a different room, so I don't wake you up with all my coughing.
Yeah.
And, stuff.
Much appreciated.
And yeah, my throat. I woke up one morning, my throat was really sore. I mean, like really sore, like sorer than anything, like sorer than strep throat or whatever. And then not too long after that, I lost my voice.
And we
I couldn't
thought,
make
like,
a sound.
4 days, fine, no big deal. And then it was like a week, and then it was 2 weeks, and we started to get a little concerned, and then.
Yeah, and I finally went to the doctor, and he wouldn't really. I went to urgent care or whatever, and the doc wouldn't really get close to me. Which I guess, but I mean, if you're gonna be a doctor, you need to be a doctor. But he didn't really examine me. He just prescribed me some antibiotics. Didn't look in my throat. Just had me open my mouth, but he was 10 feet away from me. He couldn't see anything. But anyway, he gave me a certain type of antibiotic, and it made me worse because after that I got Candida albicans.
Yeah.
Which apparently is pretty common. I didn't know. I've never heard of it.
Well,
Anyway.
you're hardly ever on an antibiotic.
Yeah,
so.
but what it did, the antibiotic destroyed all my good bacteria, which it does. But it allowed that yeast that's always in your body anyway to take over. And
Yes, and for those of you that have just joined us, we're telling the story of why we've been MIA for like 3 months.
Yeah, because I couldn't talk. Anyway, so I got this, and I still can't talk, and it makes you feel like you're gonna die. I mean, it really does. You're just off brain fog.
You have been sicker than you have ever been.
Ever
in
been in my
life.
whole life. Yeah, and for as long. And this was like November when it started.
Yeah,
I guess. And I went somewhere else after that, and that didn't help. They gave me a throat spray, that didn't help. And then I finally went back to an ENT doctor who we know, who got me in early. And he looked at it, he said, man, it's funny because they put this thing down your nose to look at your throat.
Yeah, up your nose. To
Yeah, up your nose. And I couldn't do it. I mean, it got a little ways up, and I'm like, pushing the guy like a reflex, like a gag, like I'm going to, and he's like, he's my friend. But he's like, bro, kids do this. Kids do this all the time. No one's ever reacted like this. Oh, thanks, but, I can't do it. And so we finally went up the other side of the other nostril, and that worked for some reason. Anyway. And he's looking at my voice box, and he goes, bro, your voice box is trashed.
It had completely crushed his voice box.
It didn't crush it.
Well, I mean, like.
It was just.
It was immobile.
Yeah, I couldn't make a sound. It was just, I could talk like this. Everything was a whisper. And anyway, he, went back to his office and did some research and found that, the right type of antibiotics. So he gave me 2 more antibiotics plus prednisone, which I hate prednisone.
It was horrible.
But it helped my body get better. Then I finally, within a week, I could start making a sound. My voice finally.
Barely, but yeah.
And every day it's been better. And the more I talk, like I'll probably have a real tired voice after this, but it's getting better every day. Stronger. I feel it. I guess it just, a lot to repair, a lot to heal. So that's why I haven't made any videos, because I haven't been able to talk
It's
or
been
function.
quite horrible,
Yes,
actually.
never been this sick my whole life, but I lost like 16 pounds through it all. So that's great, because, you don't feel like eating when you can barely breathe. And then I was like, I'm just going to get healthy. So we started eating right again. Well, Shauna already eats right, but I got back on it, eating right, and exercising. We have a Peloton treadmill and a Peloton bike. So I do both of those. I do some strength now, which I never did. I never worked up my legs my whole life. So now I'm doing leg day every other day.
And what everybody's been waiting for is you're back to making content.
Yes.
You will be. Yeah.
Tomorrow I still sound like, Wolfman Jack, but tomorrow I'm going to do a Billy Joel. You May Be Right. That's the name of the song. You May Be Right.
I'll be curious how you do, because it's always an automatic instinct to, like, especially with a Billy Joel song, to start singing.
Yeah.
But you still can't sing.
No, but I know I can't sing yet.
Yeah.
So it'll still be fine.
He was walking around the house to our kids saying, "You feel lucky punk."
I know. There's a while there when I first started getting it back, I was sounding like Clint Eastwood. You feel lucky punk.
And they just rolled their eyes because they're so sick of it.
So yeah, back to making it. I can't wait to do one tomorrow. So at least sound you can understand me. Can't.
And it doesn't potentially lead to damage, because that was the other thing, is we had to be really careful that there would be no permanent damage through the healing process. It needed to heal.
Right. When people hurt their voice, it's when they force themselves to talk when it's not ready yet. And they can get thickened vocal cords and nodes and all that. But I know not to do that because of all the vocal lessons and training that I've been around. So anyway, got some Billy Joe coming up, and we're going to do our podcast again.
Are we?
Yes. But this time I'm going to give Shauna a schedule of the songs when we're going to work on it. Anyway, we're going to do one song a week for the podcast, and we're doing the Beatles, Rubber Soul.
Rubber Soul.
And I figured we start in March, just start fresh in March.
I did all leading up to, this is probably me TMI in front of the audience here, but leading up to you telling me that you needed to have a schedule, I was like praying to the Lord, like, Lord, if this is going to work, I need you to make him a scheduled man, because I have to be scheduled.
Yeah. See,
and then I never said anything to you, but you did come back after being sick, and you were like, I feel like I need to be scheduled.
Yeah.
I was like, well, the Lord does answer prayer.
Right. And that's not how I usually work. I usually, don't do stuff for a while, and then I do a lot of stuff once. And that's just how because I get in that mood, a creative mood, and then I just want to go. So
I like to set aside a scheduled time every day to practice being creative. Eventually, and then there are days that it comes and days that it doesn't, but it's always productive.
Yeah, yeah. So we're going to do one song a week off the album, and Rubber Soul's what we're going to do. So I've already transcribed, I think, 3 songs. I'm going to finish that up, but we'll do the whole album and do lessons for everything.
That's the plan.
And it works on piano. All that guitar stuff they do, sounds cool on piano, and you might have to sing. I may not have my voice back yet by then to sing, but
Let's hope I get my voice back. I got sick, but it was just a cold. One of those things that ends up, you just have that annoying dry cough forever. So
lessons coming up, and I'm so excited to just jump in and start making a bunch of new lessons, because I haven't got to do it in a long time.
Yeah, you don't miss something until it's taken away.
And I can't wait to just start giving y'all so many lessons you can't keep up with them. So that's what we're going to do. And tomorrow I'm hitting the ground running. Anyway, so we just want to check in with you guys, let you know, I'm not dead and haven't quit. Website's still going,
You were close.
Yeah. Yeah.
What it felt like.
Felt like I was.
Truly.
Anyway, all right. All right, so we'll cut here and talk to you guys later. I'll see you tomorrow, and we're back into it.
There we go.
Where's the off button?
I don't know.
It's like getting in the elevator, but you having to wait for the door.